Hi, everyone, and welcome to your new moon reading. This new moon has Taurus energy surrounding it. It does not mean that this new moon reading is just for Tauruses, it's Taurus energy. Let's first talk about new moons. They're all about new beginnings, starting new cycles, planting new seeds, bringing your dreams and your wishes to manifestation, bringing what is good for you into your life. So let's talk about using this Taurus energy to do so. Taurus's key phrase is I have. We're going to talk about where it's going to show up in your life this new moon cycle and how you can use it to your advantage. So, Taurus energy is a slow and steady energy, a real steady eddy, so to speak, and it's very loyal. It can also be productive, determined, practical, loves planning and gathering facts and understanding them, and then moving on to the next step. Another thing about Taurian energy is that its motivation is centered on resources, money, and possessions, for example, and the best way to use them. Okay. Now, there is a word of caution here about this energy, and that is sometimes determination can go to the extreme, and stubbornness results in a lack of flexibility for change. So just be mindful of those shadow attributes. So now that we know what the Taurus I have energy is, let's take a look at where it's showing up for each zodiac sign. I always suggest watching for your rising sign first because it will resonate the most. If you don't know what your rising sign is, leave me a comment and I can help you free of charge find your rising sign. But if you don't want to do that, you can always watch for your sun sign. And if you want to book a personalized new moon reading based on your very own birth chart, there is a link to my website here on YouTube. Okay, I'll see you in your reading. Bye bye. Hi everyone, and welcome to the second part of your new moon in Taurus reading. Okay, we've talked about the Taurus energy, so you know what you're coming in with. You've read for your rising sign, right? Or your sun sign. So this is if you want to maybe start planting some more seeds or wanting to bring more stuff into your life, into different areas other than what you just read for. This will give you some other areas to work on. You can do it in place of or in addition to. It's totally up to you. Okay, but let's get right into this. I am going to give you a divine door card that can help you pick for pile 1 or pile 2 if you like something other than just the number. Okay, you can also watch both piles, all right, and then decide, oh, you know what, I'm really feeling, let your intuition guide you to, this is for pile 1, okay, to lead you in the direction that you want to go, maybe to do some more manifesting, planting more seeds, right? Starting a new cycle in that area. Let's get one here for pile 2. Okay. There we go. I'm actually going to flip them and read them at the end, okay? So we'll see if they actually tie in with more advice and guidance or how they're actually going to show up. It may just be advice and guidance on its own. So pile 1, pile 2, you can watch one, you can watch both. I will see you in your pile. Hi to those who chose pile 1 or this card. I'm just going to set it to the side and we're going to get right into your reading, okay? Let's start with this card here. And we have Vertex, celebration and recognition. Honor your soul, bestow virtue to those who fathom your value. Okay, so maybe for some of you, you need to start manifesting in some more fun times in your life, things to celebrate in your life. It doesn't mean that there's probably lots of things you can celebrate, you just don't do it. That's what I'm talking about, right? And maybe there's something that you can start manifesting in that you might get recognized for, okay? That will be for some people, not everyone, but just keep that in mind. We also have Pallas Athena, inner wisdom. Okay. The goddess Pallas Athena. It's trusting that intuition, right? To make the right decision. Love it. Now, the other card that we're getting with this is the Path. Well, doesn't this, the front of this card, right? It's like you're going through this old, ancient, almost hidden arch doorway out into a country field or a path. And this one here, you're climbing up and it is also a rounded arched, it's an oval, but it kind of gives that same feeling of starting off on a new path or a new cycle. I love this. I'm also going to grab from the book here about Pallas Athena, okay? If I can find it. Just give me a moment. I just want to see what the book has to say about Pallas Athena. So let me just get in there. All right. Ooh, I love this. Pallas Athena's glyph, which is this symbol right here, resembles a spear, which denotes the warrior aspect of this asteroid and can also be linked to a sharp mind and quick movement or mental agility. So maybe they want you, right, inner wisdom, they want you to start manifesting. Well, I'm not going to say manifesting in, I'm going to say just using. This is advice and guidance. They just want you to start using your wisdom more and your inner wisdom, right? Because for some of you, maybe you are very sharp-minded and you have great mental agility and you're just not using it to its full potential. And maybe that's what you'll get recognized for, okay? Pallas Athena is ruled by Leo, Libra, and Aquarius. And keywords here, wisdom, curiosity, justice, creativity, visualization, courage, and intuition. Okay, that's just the bit I wanted to read to you about this. Now, the other thing I want to let you know, we're talking about the new moon here in Taurus. Keywords and ideas, tense, sexy, dreamy, healing are some of the words for that. So let's just keep that in mind as we move forward here with the first card. A new romantic cycle begins. Well, we are talking about new cycles and new beginnings. So this is new moon in Libra. Libra is the 7th house. So here's an additional house for you right here. I want to say the number 8 may be important to you as well. Okay, but this is another area you can go back and read for. Anything to do with your one-to-one relationships, okay? Whether it's from friendship to family, to people you work with, to business partners, just people in your day-to-day that are in your life. Okay, that is the 7th house. So where do you need to maybe have a new cycle start or begin, or where do you want to manifest the best for that area or those areas of your life, finding harmony, fairness, justice, whatever it may be. Let's get a tarot though here to see about this new romantic cycle that may be beginning. Okay, here with Libra. This is not a romance reading, but if it comes out, it comes out, because for one person listening, this may be here in pile 1, your message. Okay, so King of Wands, passion. Funny how that come out, but the King of Wands is full of passion. He's also full of inspiration. He also likes to see things big picture. So maybe for some of you, 7th house you can look at, but this could be a message here of just, you know what, maybe look at things big picture. Maybe you're not seeing something that's there for you to see when it comes to a new romantic relationship or cycle or new passion in your life. Okay, so I'll just leave that there. Let's go to the second one. New moon in Sagittarius. I love that all these new moons are coming out. Where do you need a new start when it comes to things in the 9th house? Anything to do with your spirituality, religion, your belief systems, higher education, studying and learning, philosophy, and long distance travel. Is there something there that you need to start planting seeds for, that you need a new beginning in, that you can bring into your life that's good for you, for your highest good here? Because, you know, with full moons, we release and let go what's not for our highest good. New moons, we bring in what is, and they want you to focus on the positive. Let's get a tarot, though, to go with this, okay? Just to give us an idea. It could bring up something else. The Star, inspiration. Well, the Star is all about, I like to say, getting things in flow in your life, getting balance in your life, but also the Star can be realizing your dreams and wishes and wanting to bring them into your life. Okay, you can have all the dreams and wishes you want, but if you don't start working towards them in the smallest of ways, even, how will they ever come to fruition? Right? You can think about planting a garden all day long, but if you don't actually go out and put the seeds in the ground, there won't be a garden. So it's the same idea. I feel like you need to focus on the positive when it comes to your dreams and wishes here, okay? So that's something positive for you, focusing on the positive. Next, we have abundance. Ooh, so what area of your life do you need more abundance? Where do you feel like, hey, if I could bring that into my life in some way, or if I could start doing or focusing in that area, how would that be beneficial to me? How could that benefit me? Start thinking about that here. And with Taurus energy, we are talking about abundance, and Taurus loves to have a practical plan to do things. So maybe you need a practical plan in order to take the next steps in any of these areas. And Taurus is also very motivated on resources, right? Money, possessions, for example. So maybe you need to make a plan to bring more of that into your life. Look, Ace of Cups, satisfaction. Aces are new beginnings, which I love too. And the Ace of Cups are like new, They can be new beginnings in love, okay, in romance. It can be new beginnings where you're doing it in a very creative way. It can be a new beginning, just bringing in more of the positive, the joy in your life. So I'm liking that here. And also with the Ace of Cups too, satisfaction, because this is your emotions. And nothing feels better when you start a new when you start a new journey or you start something new, whether it's in a creative way or relationship, whatever it is, just how it kind of fills your cup, right? It makes you happy and joyful. So just keep that in mind. Now let's get another house here. We have, what did we have so far? We have the 7th and the 9th, okay? Let's see if we can get another. Pisces, the 12th, follow your dreams. I love how that's right here. You know, kitty corner to the star card. Moon in Pisces. All right, wonder, inspiration, focus on the positive. Love how that's coming out, but this is 12th house. So when it comes to your intuition, have you even tapped into it yet? When it comes to your imagination, your dreams, self-reflection, any healing, anything in the mystical, magical, where do you need a new start? Where do you need to bring in the good? If you're someone who has dealt with escapism or withdrawal or addictions or self-sabotage, how can you flip that around into the positive and start something new on a new path there, because you've released and let go of some of that other. Look, 2 of Wands, planning. That's exactly what the 2 of Wands is. It's making the plan to go out and go after it. So isn't it amazing how that has come in right here with these cards? Okay, pile 1. I'm going to get you a moon magic card to tie this up, okay? But make the plans. You need to have a plan. Very Taurusy energy. Needing a good, solid plan. Steady Eddie here, okay? Oh, one flipped over. And it is this card. Oh, that's beautiful. With, I accept and create more flow and pleasure in my life. I feel like it can just go right here, okay? And let's see what this door card has to say. 3 of Cups. Oh, nice. A toast to friendship in the afternoon sun. 3 cups is happiness. 3 cheers are done. Celebration is near. I really, really like that. We talked about celebration back here. Okay. You may be celebrating when something it is that you've planted the seeds for is coming to manifestation now. And you'll be like, oh, wow, it's actually happened. Okay, so pile 1, I hope that you enjoyed this. I'll see you in some of my other readings, or maybe you'll go over and have a listen to pile 2 to get more areas of where you can go in and plant seeds and maybe have a new beginning or a new cycle start. Thank you. Hi there to those of you who chose pile 2 in the second part of this new moon in Taurus reading, okay? You chose this door. We're going to set it to the side. And we're going to get right into your cards, okay? So remember, this is maybe in addition to or in place of what you've already read for your rising or sun sign, okay? The house that you've already read for coming in and having a new beginning or a new cycle or planting new seeds to bring your dreams and wishes or whatever it may be into manifestation. Here we go. We have defeat and diversion. Do not hold on to the endings. Your pain will fade as your garden flourishes. Do you see right there? When you release and let go in the full moon cycles, or at any time if you want to, I do these readings to help guide you, right, to what energy would be strongest in what area of your life at that new or full moon. But letting go, sometimes it is painful and hurtful, but you start to bring in what is good for you, what does serve you, what it is that you want in your life, and your garden starts to flourish. We have Sagittarius and Capricorn. Sagittarius is the 9th house. So you may want to go back and look at the 9th house, spirituality, religion, belief systems, higher education, studying and learning, philosophy, long distance travel. Is any of that of interest to you, or something where you go, you know what? I've been thinking about going back to school. I've been thinking about, taking a college or university course that, I didn't take 15, 20 years ago, but I want to do it now. Well, this would be your time. With Capricorn, it's about your career ambition. It's that 10th house, responsibility, your reputation, what you're known for, how you make your mark in the world. So maybe here, it's time for you to try to climb up that next rung. Okay? Maybe it's time for you to find a new position somewhere, right? Do not hold on to the endings. Your pain will fade as your garden flourishes. It will be better for you. But again, these are just tarot readings, and you do what is best for you. But that energy is around you. Now, let's go in. Opposition, love it. And opposition in astrology is 180 degrees apart. Okay? And I'm going to tell you that we think of it as, opposites, but really in astrology, the opposites in a chart, it's there because it's those two areas, those two energies that need to come together to meet somewhere in the middle. They actually complement duality, dependence, differentiation, objectivity, oscillation, and interaction. But they do complement one another if you can find the common ground. That may just be in your life here. You may need to find some common ground. What seems like an opposition to you really isn't. And this has come up to have you see things in a different way, or through a different lens, or with a different perspective, right? So I'm loving that for you. Let's get out the next card. Beauty. It's finding the beauty in all things. And wouldn't that be kind of coming together, right? You may be on opposite, but what can you find? Where can you find the beauty in meeting in the middle? All right, so there's some advice and guidance for you. But we do have the 9th and 10th house here for you, right? Let's get into your next cards, and I'm going to be pulling some tarot out, pile 2. A fiery climax approaches full moon in Aries. Ooh. Oh, I like that. Aries, the first house, that is everything to do with me, myself, and I, how you see yourself, how you identify yourself, your physical appearance, your image, how others see you, and how you come across to other people. Is something going, I almost feel, going to come to a head here about that. And you're going to have a new beginning when it comes to, or they're asking you to start manifesting a new beginning or a new cycle when it comes to the way you feel and think about yourself, how you see yourself. But let's get a tarot. Justice, the truth. Yeah, it's time to be truthful with yourself. Sometimes we're not. I always say we look through rose-colored glasses, right? I'm on that kick for some readings here about rose-colored glasses, but we need to see the truth. We need to see the balance. We need to see the fairness. Are you being fair about the way maybe you are judging yourself, or talking about yourself, or feeling or thinking about yourself? Sometimes the truth will hurt, but it's better that we go to the truth. Because I feel what is happening here with these two cards, pile 2, is that when the truth does come out, if you haven't come to that conclusion yourself, it's going to hurt. That's what I feel like here. Because sometimes the Aries energy can sting a little bit. All right. Oh, they're doubling down on the Aries. Go for it. Maybe there's something for some of you here. Again, that's first house. So we have 1st, 9th, and 10th. Look, you need to go for it. So if you've been holding back from doing something, let's get a tarot. If you have been holding back from doing something, that's good for you, that benefits you, that is just, when I say good for you, that makes you happy, that brings joy into your life, that could even bring on, I want to say, I was talking about a new position, whatever it is, you need to go for it, okay? Let me get a tarot with that. 10 of Cups. You're going to get emotional completion, emotional fulfillment. It will complete. 10s are endings, completions, right? Next thing you know, you're happy as a clam. All 10 of your emotional cups are full and overflowing. You need to go for it. It's going to bring good, happy, celebratory things, energy, abundance to you in some way, okay? Maybe it's just the happiness in your life. It fills that void or that spot that felt empty because you weren't going for what it is that you should be doing. And that's going to be different for everyone in pile 2 here that's watching this, but this is planting the seeds. And if you've planted the seeds already, now you need to start weeding your garden, nourishing your garden with plant food. You know what I mean? Helping it grow, watering it, all of those things. So think of it like that. Strength. This is them with the sun here. Love it in the moon. You have the strength to do this, to tell yourself the truth, to find beauty and meeting in the middle, okay? For being able to let go so that you can flourish. This is all about you, pile 2. Like, I mean, really you, because there's Aries energy here, and it's really about you, yourself, and yourself. Me, myself, and I. But let's, you know, and if you're not feeling you're strong enough, this is Spirit saying, call on us, God, Source, Universe, whomever it is for you. Stop with the delusion that you're not strong enough to do this. There's many different ways. Look, there's 7 different cups here to help you out, to make choices. So you can do it. You just need to get on board with doing it. Now let's get another house here. Gemini, 6th house, indecision is what come up here. Should I stay or should I go? Well, they're saying go for it. I love that that is falling right underneath. Should I stay or should I go? You look up, you go for it. It's getting rid of that indecision, and you plant the seeds in the direction that you want to go in. But Gemini energy here, I'm going to get a tarot and then I'll tell you about the 6th house as well. But let me just get a tarot for that card. Page of Pentacle. There's lots of different prospects out there. The Page of Pentacles is the young page that is all about manifestation. They believe that if you put in the dedication, the determination, the hard work, if you're a steady Eddie, that you can absolutely do whatever it is that you want to do to make things better for yourself. There's lots of different prospects. I said right here, there's lots of different ways, right? There shouldn't be any indecision. You're going for it according to this reading right here. If you want to take this energy and messages coming in from Spirit, then here it is for you, pile 2. Now, before we go, I want to get a moon magic card for you. Oh, 6th house, I'm sorry. Did I tell you the 6th house is about your daily routines, your job, your work, service, of being of service to other people, duties, obligations, your health and wellness? Where do you need some new starts? Where do you need some good in those areas? Okay, maybe with the Taurus energy here, I haven't even really talked about it a lot, but with the Taurus energy here, you know, maybe for some of you in that 6th house, it is about your job, your work. Funny that it was about kind of, I mentioned maybe a new career move here. Well, maybe in order to bring more money, more abundance into your life, you could be looking at something new there as well. Okay, or where when it's about me, myself, and I in that 6th house in your health and wellness. Okay, your mental health, your physical health, your emotional health, whatever it is that needs to be worked on, that's what you're doing. This was the card. Beauty raises my vibration. I seek it out for healing and joy. I love that because that feels like 6th house to me, right? What I just talked about with your health and wellness, whether it is physical, mental, emotional, right? You're healing. That healing brings joy into your life. And the beauty of it all, love, we have 2 beauty mentions here. When you're positive and you're finding the beauty in thing, it does raise your vibration. It raises your mood. It raises the way you are able to deal and cope with things, okay? So let's look at this last one, the door you may have picked. A cure for longing. Love is happiness, a spark inside. Live deliberately and choose boldly. Then you have arrived. I love that for you. So just take that and let it resonate as it will, whether it's with what you've maybe been thinking about as you've been hearing this reading or on its own. Thank you so much, Pile 2. I appreciate your time. I'll see you in another reading.